And we are back with Alex Nyzek, with an automotive engineer with Consumer Reports. He's got a swig of water there because he's going to be answering lots of questions. All right, here we go. You ready? All right, this person says, I've got a 2013 Honda Fit. Should I assume that this car is just as reliable as the Accord and the Civic?
Yeah, I would say no, you should not assume that. Now, historically, Hondas, yes, they are generally very reliable vehicles, but you can't take a brand's overall reliability as gospel for every model that it makes. So yes, while it is a guide, I would look into details more about the model specifically, the Fit itself.
Okay. This next question is, all right, what are some of the more reliable trucks? So we talked about how trucks are not as reliable as cars, but let's talk about the ones that are more reliable than others.
Sure. Yeah. So your most reliable traditional pickup truck, a body-on-frame kind of tough truck, is going to be the Toyota Tacoma. Now, it's smaller than a full-size F-150, but generally pretty reliable. Others that make the list are the new Ford Maverick, so the small compact pickup truck from Ford. That's both the regular gas version and the hybrid. Both are reliable. And then also the long-time running Honda Ridgeline, the pickup truck from Honda as well.
Okay. We've had one of those things from Sheetz where they said, hey, we're going to, discount our gasoline, really low price when it comes to an 88, and so a lot of people were like, hey, can I use that kind of fuel? Will it hurt my car? Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah, so first and foremost, the best thing you can do is look in the owner's manual that came with your car and see if it gives a recommendation on the max octane rating, that number. See what it can take. Now, I actually very recently went out into our fleet of cars at Consumer Reports. We buy all our vehicles, and I kind of just went into the owner's manuals of a couple random cars, and most of them said 88 or 89 was the maximum, but 87, a lower octane rating, is just fine. Now, the problem with using a higher octane like that, even though it might be cheaper in this case at the Sheetz, generally the higher octane and the higher ethanol content in some of these fuels will actually result in less fuel economy. So end of the story being, you might save some at the pump, but if you get less fuel economy, you might burn more fuel overall and need to fill up more often.
Okay, I had not heard that part about that is less fuel efficient as well. All right, so many of us grew up thinking that we had to get our oil changed every 3,000 miles no matter what. When you go to the Jiffy Lube place or whatever place, they put the little sticker on your windshield and it says 3,000 miles. But is that really what we should be taking a look at?
Yeah, most often, no. Again, the owner's manual for your vehicle will tell you its recommended schedule for having the oil changed. And generally, these days is somewhere between 7,500 miles and even 10,000 miles. And the reason for that is just more advanced, tighter tolerances in these engines, and also the synthetic oils that are being used. Now, the 3,000 mile thing, there is some merit to it if you are using your vehicle in what they call a severe kind of duty cycle. So you're doing a lot of really short trips where the engine might not warm up fully, or you drive in a really dusty area where it might be taking in a lot of dust and dirt into the engine air filter. Those are situations where you might want to change the oil more often. And the owner's manual will detail all of that as well. So generally, for most drivers, 3,000 miles is overkill, and it just means that you're paying more to have your oil changed more often.
All right, we got 30 seconds. Tell me what the most reliable car that Consumer Reports picked.
Yeah, the most reliable car this year was actually the Toyota Corolla Hybrid. You might think that because it's a hybrid, it would be less reliable, but this year we're seeing that hybrids, in fact, are some of the most reliable vehicles. And the Corolla is an awesome little car. It's inexpensive and it gets amazing fuel mileage, and it's reliable to boot.
Okay, that is a Consumer Reports pick. Thank you so much, Alex, for your time, for your expertise. We appreciate all that. Hey, if you missed any of this information, you can find it in our website in the Two Wants to Know section.